This is a video series by Alan wherein we pick one innovative product and explore the benefits and features of it. Well, it's an effort to simplify the product so that the surgeons and the operators can understand it even further and use it with efficiency and enjoy the benefits. Using this timeline, you can switch back and forth between the topics and the segments as per your convenience. And present section will always be marked in white color. Subscribe and press the bell icon to stay connected with us throughout this journey and stay enlightened. This video is not a replacement of the user manual, nor does it contain the entire information of it. Hence, Alan recommends you to read the user manual thoroughly before setting it up or using it. Since this series has multiple variants, some of you may not have the exact model that we have used in this video. In such situations, please refer user manual, page number 103. Combi Max. It's a state-of-the-art electrosurgical generator, which is powered by advanced microcontroller. It is modular in nature, which means it allows the users to design or customize their own product by adding or upgrading the surgical-based applications depending upon their surgical requirement. Because of its versatility, it offers multiple variants with the different combinations which can perform almost all types of surgeries. For example, gynecology, urology, oncology, ENT, neuro, etc. Unlike other traditional cardboard boxes, our unit comes in sturdy polycarbonate suitcases with rotating wheels, easy to mobilize. Further, this unit is securely held by custom designed thick foam padding. The high tensile strength of the suitcase and additional foam padding protects the unit by absorbing the shock and vibration during the transportation. Primarily, there are 4 documents that are accompanied with every shipment: CE certificates, test reports, installation cum warranty certificate, user and service manual. CE certificates. This certificate demonstrates that Alan adheres to international standard manufacturing process to deliver high quality products. Test report. This report illustrates the rigorous testing undergone by this unit to qualify for use in medical environments. Installation cum warranty certificate. This report is very important and needs to be filled and submitted post installation of the unit. By completing this process, unit qualifies for the warranty provided by Alan. Providing accurate information of the user is of highest significance for 2 major reasons. 1. To act promptly in case of need, recall or emergencies. And point 2. Get real-time feedback for product improvisation. User and service manual. It is intended as a guide for using Alan's equipment. Further, it has technical and product details, instruction on safety and effective use, basic troubleshooting steps, and maintenance guide. When you unpack, inspect every item visually for any signs of damage or abrasion under the light. If found, then notify the concerned department immediately. Before setting up the unit, always go through the user manual offered by Alan, and always use hospital-grade medical accessories to avoid uninterrupted services. This is IEC inlet where you connect the power plug, and using this switch you can turn the machine on or off. This is used for connecting equipotential cable, and here you have 2 receptacles. Here you can connect 2 pedal or 3 pedal foot switch, and here you can connect single pedal foot switch or 1 pedal foot switch. Now you have 2 argon gas inlet for cylinder 1 and cylinder 2 can be connected simultaneously. This label on the back of the unit contains the entire information about the unit. Here you can find the information about the product, input supply, maximum wattages, and the contact details of Alan. Before setting up the unit, make sure none of the accessories are connected either on the back side or on the front of the unit. Now you connect this medical grade power cord here in the IEC inlet, and next is you should connect the foot switch here or here. In our case, we'll be using a 3 pedal foot switch, so I'll be connecting this wireless dongle for the wireless foot switch. Once it's connected, power on the unit by pressing this switch, Once it's turned on, the machine will go on self-test mode to check the health of the unit. Machine runs a self-test to ensure the software and hardware are healthy and in working condition. Allow the unit to run this test every time you turn it on. Users are advised to use the unit only when the self-test is completed successfully. Machine will give audio-visual alarm if self-test is not successful. Error code will be displayed. In such cases, do not use the unit and refer to the biomedical engineers. In this segment, we will look into the controls, receptacle and inlets of the unit. In this segment, you have screen to project digital data, and this segment has the receptacle for power output. And on the back side, you have inlets and the sockets of the unit. We will go through all of them one by one and segment by segment. Combi Max has a wide inch angle TFT screen for improved viewing and accessibility. Additionally, there is a feather touch keypad that allows you to access the menu effortlessly. This Combi Max unit has two monopolar output receptacle, mono switch 1, mono switch 2 for multi-purpose applications. If you look into this label, you will be able to identify their capabilities. It can be utilized for standard cutting in open, lap or endosurgeries. It can also be employed for resection under water. Additionally, they offer simultaneous coagulation facility. It supports both hand switch and foot switch, which are reusable or disposable in nature. This port is multifaceted, which means it can be used for two different surgical applications: vessel sealing, that is ligate, or BITUR, which is bipolar saline resection. When you choose ligate, it can be used for vessel sealing and it can seal the vessels up to 7 mm in diameter. It supports both 5 mm and 10 mm vessel sealing instruments. When you choose BITUR, it allows you to perform surgeries based on bipolar saline resection like TURP, TCRE, etc. This is a standard bipolar receptacle with several modes to facilitate your surgical precision. This is a very unique and innovative port for APC, which is used in specialized and niche surgeries based on argon. You can have a look at this label. This is a very important and integral part of safety for monopolar based surgeries. This patient plate receptacle supports both split and non-split type of patient plate, whether they are disposable or reusable in nature. In this segment, we will explore the digital screen like how to lock, unlock, access menu settings, PPCM, and how to save program. To access product information and other settings, unlock the display screen and click on menu. Under the main menu, you can change the settings of volume, timeout, screen lock, and other features. To access information of this product, press the information icon. This will show you the model number and other contact details of Allen. In settings, this screen will allow you to make changes to the respective features. You can increase or decrease the volume by pressing the up and down arrow key. You can turn off or on the activation tone. It's always advisable to keep the activation tone on. Timeout function is for 20 seconds. It can be turned off. To turn it off, press and hold for a couple of seconds, and to turn it on, gets turned on. If the timeout option is off, the maximum RF activation time limit will be disabled. If the timeout option is on, timeout function will be active and timeout limit can be adjusted between 10 seconds to 90 seconds. Adjust the timeout as per your requirement by pressing the up and down arrow key. Auto screen lock can be enabled and disabled using this icon. Screen auto lock delay settable is from 1 to 90 seconds. Screen will be locked automatically after the auto lock delay if left idle. Screen auto lock disabled can be locked manually. Screen brightness and contrast can be adjusted using respective up and down arrow key. To reset the display to factory default setting, touch the reset display. Simple view can be enabled and disabled using the simple view icon. Now, enabling simple view will give the status of the patient plate in the graphical display. Now, Disabling simple view will give the status of the patient plate in graphical display. User will have three options in startup setting: previous activated, standby mode, and factory settings. If previous activated setting is selected during power up, the unit will restore previous activated setting like modes, power levels, timeout, volume, etc. Let's see an example of it. So we will keep everything to 1 watt. In this example, we will see what happens when we select previous activated setting. For now, I have kept 1 watt in everything, and for some reason or unfortunately the power goes off. Now what will happen? As soon as the unit is powered up, it will go through the self-test and it will bring you back to the same settings that you have kept. In the second scenario, let's see what happens when we select standby mode in startup settings. After the successful completion of self-test, the unit has gone into standby mode. To bring it to the activation, press here. In third situation, let's see what happens when the startup is kept at factory settings. If factory setting option is selected, during power up, the unit will restore all the settings as per factory default settings. All the power levels will be 1 watt. When the unit is shipped from the factory, default previous activated settings will be enabled. Select the type of foot switch that you have connected to the unit. If you have connected 2-pedal foot switch, then select 2-pedal. If you have connected 3-pedal foot switch, then select this. To change the date and time of the unit, click on date and time icon and change as per your requirement by clicking on edit. To see the error log, press the error icon. This error log window shows the error event occurred in the unit with date and timestamp. Maximum 100 events are logged. To see the previous error, touch the up and down arrow key. To access the warning, press warning icon. In similar way, you can access the warning as well. And you can access the warning by pressing up and down arrow key. In this segment, we will look into different types of modes, wattage changes, and instrument connection. The screen is divided into 2 columns and 3 rows. Now, whatever changes you make here in monopolar cut and monopolar coagulation, the output would come from this receptacle, mono hand switch 1. And whatever changes you make here in monopolar cut and monopolar coagulation, the output would come from here. Similarly, for bipolar, bipolar cut and bipolar coagulation output would come from here. Let's see some examples in which I will show you how to connect hand operated pencil and foot operated pencil in these ports. In example 1, we have connected foot operated pencil in mono hand switch 1. Now you can choose your desired cutting and coagulation mode with wattages, and before activating, make sure this foot pedal icon should be in the respective row. For example, we want the output from this receptacle, so I will choose here. Now this will glow. See that? When I press cut, this glows. That means this segment is getting activated. If I press coag, this gets activated. Let's assume the surgeon wants to use mono hand switch 2. In such case, remove it from here, connect it to mono hand switch 2, and the corresponding mode will be changed here, the desired mode and desired wattages, and the foot switch selection should be here before activating. Now if I activate, see that respective cut and respective coag is getting activated, and the output would be coming from this mono hand switch 2. In scenarios where surgeon wants to use 2 monopolar outputs at the same time, then they will have to connect 2 different instruments in mono hand switch 1, mono hand switch 2, choose their desired mode and wattages and activate one after the other. Let's assume the surgeon wants to perform surgeries based on bipolar modality. In that scenario, the bipolar instrument must be connected here. Let's see that example. I'm connecting the forceps to this bipolar receptacle. I chose the mode and wattages for an example. Now the unit is ready for activation. Press the light blue pedal for activation. Typically, argon plasma coagulator is entirely a different system which is used alongside the electrosurgical generators. However, in Combi Max, what we have done is we have miniaturized the entire argon plasma coagulator and integrated inside the Combi Max system, which eliminates the need for additional coagulator using alongside, which saves cost, time, maintenance and documentation. To use APC in Combi Max, first you must activate the APC feature. Click on the cut and click on argon. So argon is activated in monopolar cut. Follow the same procedure in monopolar coagulation. Now argon is activated in monopolar cut and monopolar coagulation. You can choose the mode and wattages as per your requirement. Similarly, choose the liters per minute as per your surgical requirement. Now connect the instruments to the argon port and this here. Make sure the foot switch selection is for mono hand switch 1 and the gas cylinders are connected on the argon gas inlet. Now the unit is ready for activation. You can activate it by pressing cut and coag. Use Combi Max in bipolar saline resection surgeries. You must be in BiTUR window. To access it, unlock the screen, go to menu, click on BiTUR. Now you are in BiTUR window screen. Choose the modes and wattages as per your surgical requirement. Connect the instrument here. Now the unit is ready to deliver the power. Choose yellow pedal for cutting and blue pedal for coagulation. You must be in ligate window to employ a vessel sealing feature in your surgical application. To access it, unlock the screen, go to menu, choose ligate. Once the window is ready, click on this icon, choose the mode and levels as per your instrument, for example 5 mm and 10 mm instrument. Now connect the instrument to this respective port. Now the unit is ready for activation. Combi Max supports both hand and foot activation. For activation with pedal, use light blue pedal. We have attached the instruments accordingly for monopolar based surgeries, for bipolar and for vessel sealing. Make sure the foot switch is selected appropriately. Let's assume you want to perform monopolar surgery, then this foot switch should be selected here. If you want to perform bipolar based surgeries, then the foot switch should be selected in row number 2. Now you can do that by pressing on the screen or by toggling between them using the foot switch by pressing this orange button. Since the unit is ready, we will look into foot switch. This light blue pedal is assigned for ligation, that is vessel sealing. This yellow pedal is used for bipolar cutting, and this dark blue pedal is assigned for bipolar coagulation. Now, if you want to use monopolar, simply press this orange button and you can witness that the foot switch icon shifted from bipolar to monopolar. In Combi Max, this patient plate receptacle is supported by an intelligent software called PPCM, which is Patient Plate Contact Quality Monitoring System, to increase the patient's safety. Now what it does is, it checks the contact quality between the patient and the return electrode. At any given point of time, if the contact reduces between them or it is not good enough, the unit does not deliver any output. Combi Max supports both split and non-split type of patient plate, whether they are disposable or reusable in nature. I will try to exhibit how the smart PPCM will behave depending upon the contact quality between me and the patient plate. I will be using this disposable patient plate to exhibit the capability of smart PPCM. Let me connect this patient plate. So once it's connected completely, the contact quality shown in this PPCM is good, which means completely green. Now let's say this patient plate slips off a little. It has turned fair. Let's say the contact quality is not good and slipping off a little further, it becomes medium. For some reason, let's say peels off this much. It has turned low, and if you pull it further, the machine has indicated you that there is no contact, which means the machine will not deliver any power with this kind of contact. You need to have low, fair, medium or good contact for the machine to deliver you the power, which means PPCM is checking the contact quality between you and the return electrode all the time, and it will only deliver the power when the contact is good enough. Patient plates are of two types, split and non-split. Further, they are either disposable in nature or reusable in nature. Since we already saw disposable patient plate in previous examples, we will look into these reusable patient plates. These are made of silicone, and in some cases, single pad silicone patient plate also comes in steel. If you choose to use reusable patient plates, always apply conductive jelly to the conductive area of the patient plate. After every operative procedure, clean the patient plate properly to remove the jelly thoroughly. Dried jelly may act as a non-conductor, resulting in malfunction and lead to unintended burns. Note: Allen strongly recommends use of split type disposable patient plate for maximum patient safety. How to store or recall the program for different procedures. To store power settings in memory, first select desired modes and power intensity at main screen. For this example, we have kept 4444 everywhere for easy identification. Once the power is set, click on Program. You will have an easy view. Now press Program icon. Now select the position where you would like to save. For example, I would like to save at 4th position. Now we have to enter the surgeon's name. Now enter the surgery name, for example, Euro. Once the information is entered, press and hold the save icon. It will ask for the confirmation, press yes. Now to test whether this program is saved or not, let's see it. Let's say I am in program number 1. I want to see what is at the 4th position. I go here and see this is my name and this is the surgery I perform. This is how you can recall the settings. No need to remember the settings that you have kept for the surgery. 1 to 199 program can be settable. Program number 0 is reserved for previous activated power settings. In this field, at least one alphabet is mandatory. Thank you for joining us. We hope we were able to cover the entire aspects of Combi Max, right from receiving the unit to installation and ongoing usage. We also hope this video proves valuable for your journey with Allen. Stay tuned and enlightened.